Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So, today I am doing my makeup stash with my concealers because I have quite a few concealers I have accumulated over the past couple of months that I need to add to this bundle collection. I need to get some out and use them up, and let's just do that. I'm actually in the process of uploading on my gaming channel right now. For some reason it wouldn't let me upload, which is so stupid. Like, so dumb. But I think I got it figured out. I don't know. Because I'm going to be so upset if I went through all that trouble and work for, like, nothing. It's just going to suck. So I'm going to try and get my high-end makeup. I like to have my high-end makeup together. That's just what I personally like to do. I don't do that. And then I have a better, like, chance of, like, explaining things to you guys and what I think about certain products. A lot of these I've actually used, and some of them I haven't. Do you guys want me to do a full swatch video? I might do that, because I just kind of want to, honestly, to show you guys, like, the different colors. Because I can go for, like, very, very different colors when it comes to my concealers. Like, they can be bad. But it also would remind me of what I thought of the concealer. Okay, I think I have it all. Alright, there we go. I have it all. And I think I am going to go ahead and swatch these, because I actually have not swatched some of these. So, first is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I have mine in 8B Porcelain Beige. I want to see if this will be a good match for me. I'm kind of afraid. That actually looks like it'd be very, very nice for me. I got this, of course, because it's Shape Tape. I mean, there's a hype around it, even still to this day. Let's see, I have the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have mine in the shade Swan. I don't think this is going to be a good shade for me. We will see. Yeah, this is a little too yellow. You can see Tarte's right there and then Too Faced is right there. But the packaging on this is just chef's kiss gorgeousness. Like, seriously. I did this with my foundations also. I didn't swatch my foundations, though. I have the Anastasia Magic... What was this called? The Magic Touch Concealer in the shade 2. I'm planning to get the Dominique Cosmetics Concealer as well. Okay, so that's like a mix of both the Tarte and the Too Faced one. That might be a good match for me. I like a more pinky under eye, if I'm being completely honest. I have the KVD Beauty Good Apple Concealer in the shade Light 103. This is another one of those unique doe foots. Okay, that is going to be a great eye brightener for me. I'm going to love that. That's almost white. That's so pretty. Okay, I have the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Chantilly? Don't know if I said that right. This is honestly the most hyped concealer before Tarte Shape Tape. That is it right there. It's kind of gray toned. I'm trying to decide what to do next. I think I'm going to just go ahead and do it. I have the Jaclyn Perfecting Concealer in Fairest Neutral. Not a lot of people liked this, so I'm kind of nervous to try it. But I'm glad to have it on my hand because I get to test out the consistency. That looks like a good shade for me, for what I like under my eye. Hi, Grandma and Grandpa are going and getting you dinner for Mommy, okay? Let's see. I have the One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer in the shade Fair 1A. That looks like a good shade match also. It's not too yellow. Let's see. I have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in 105, which... Ooh, that's very yellowy. That's very yellow. I don't know how much I'm going to like that under my eyes, but I have to test it out. I have the Rare Beauty Concealer in 100W. This looks like it might be a good match for my under eyes. That doe foot is weird. That's... See, it's not coming up yellow on camera, but it's coming up yellow in person. It looks very, very white, so I have hopes for that. I love Rare Beauty, though. This is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Ivory. I don't know if this is going to be a good match. That's not a good match for my under eyes, so I don't know how I'm going to use that. I think my idea was I was going to use this as a stick concealer, but I don't know. I have, like, 6 of these Jeffree Star concealers, so let me organize these. I'll be right back. Okay, I actually currently use the Jeffree Star concealer, so I know I like this. I'm wearing it today. I'm going to go ahead and swatch all the extra shades I have for you. I have a ton of these. So I have C1 right here. Looks a very yellowish. I have C2. I believe I'm wearing C6.5 is what I'm wearing under my eyes. You are curious. Here is C2. So you can see this one's actually a little bit lighter than the first one. This one's actually less yellow. I thought when they first came out C5 would be my perfect match, but upon closer inspection I decided to go with C3, which was this one. This was the first one I bought. And I'm so glad I have C2 because I would go for C2 before I would go for C3. See, online, it's just super duper hard to find a shade match. Here is the infamous C5. If you were not a fan of Jeffree Star when this concealer launched, then you wouldn't know. I mean, that's perfect for my skin tone, honestly. I have the color corrector in pale yellow. Do I have 2 of these? I love a color corrector like that. And my star actually broke off of this one, so I'm sad about that. I literally have so many of these everywhere. And then I have yellow. I have 2 of these. And I think I have an extra one in a giveaway. Ooh, that is yellow! Wow! I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Okay, I have the next round of concealers, and I wiped my hand off. These are just like drugstore well-known concealers, so I'm going to go ahead and organize these, and I'll be right back. So some of these are really well-known concealers, and some of them are not. These are all drugstore. I have them organized in just how I prefer them. So my #1 drugstore concealer is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I have mine in 325 Eggshell. This is a perfect under-eye shade match for me, which is one of the reasons I love going to this concealer. It's so amazingly stunning. I like it. I like shades like this for my under eyes. I have both of the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealers. I have the original in Fair Warm. This is honestly my more preferred one. I like this one better than the other one. That's a good shade match for me and my under eyes as well. And I have the 16-hour hydrating one. And this one is in the shade Fair Rose. I got this when it first came out also. This is a little pink, but I like a little bit of pink under my eyes, so I still can use that one as well. Really, really like it. But I don't think it's hydrating. I always have to set my under eyes or else they crease. This has creased a little bit because of my powder that I'm currently using. I'll do a video on that. But personally, it's just something I always do. So the hydration just doesn't shine through. I do have the Catrice True Skin Concealer in 001 Neutral Swan. This is newer to my collection. It kind of has that Jeffree Star doe foot almost. I did a Catrice order earlier this year, which I talked about a little bit in my foundations video. So if you're curious about that, check that out. Catrice is a really good brand, and it's really inexpensive. I have the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the shade Fair Porcelain. It's another one of those big doe foots trying to be like heart-shaped tape. Looks like a good shade match for me. I have not tested this out on the skin yet. I'm just going through products currently. I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade Pure Ivory. I just got this one also. so I haven't tested it out on skin. Looks like it might be a little yellow for me, but I got this as a dupe for Too Faced. I have the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Fair 02. I'm afraid this might be a little light. Shit. That might be a little light for me. I mean, come on. Kai, you have concealer in your hair. Guess he's getting his hair washed tonight. That's why he does not like getting his hair washed. This is the Juvia's Place. What is this, Kai? I think this is called the I Am Magic Concealer in the shade 24. I think I got this on sale if I remember correctly. I'm going to just swatch it right here, save a little bit of space. That looks like a great color match for me for my under eyes, so I'm excited about that. I'm afraid this is going to be a little dark. I haven't tested this one out yet. It's the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum in the shade Light. I think this was the lightest one I saw at the store. But I know a lot of people love this. Oh, that's so dark for me. Oh, that blends into my skin tone almost. That's so sad. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Antioxidant Concealer in 005. I'm going to get another one of these. This is too dark for me also, but it is such an amazing concealer. I use a very light powder and I make it work. So I can probably do that with the NYX one. That's almost like my skin tone. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer in Fair 10N. You guys know how I feel about concealers that say that they are hydrating for your under eyes. I just don't think that the hydrating thing is going to matter, personally for me. So that looks a little beigey for me, honestly. Alright, next I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1. That again looks very beigey. I have this LA Colors Ultimate Cover Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I got this. I can't remember what YouTuber was raving about this, but I got it on their recommendation. And that is yellow. Wow, I have not even swatched this. So. Okay, next I have the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 5. This was supposed to be like a dupe for that NARS one, like back in the day. So, I've used this. I think it's a good concealer. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not a good shade match for me either. I have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer in the shade Porcelain, I think. I haven't tested this one out, but I know that a lot of people really liked it. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be a little dark for me, and on camera it doesn't look dark, but in person it looks like it might be a little tad bit dark for my under eyes. Okay, next I have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in Pale. I have the foundation. I talked about the foundation and how I don't like it because of the shade match in my foundation video, but the concealer I like because it is a pretty decent shade match for me. It's just a little bit yellow. I do have the Maybelline Superstay Activewear 30-Hour Concealer in the shade 1, I think. I hauled this last month. This is another one of the reasons I had to do this video. That looks very, very yellow. On camera it looks white, but in person it looks yellow. Ugh. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Fair. I don't like this. I got this just because Tati loves it so much. I'm not even twisting it up. I'm just getting a little bit on my hand there just to give you a light kind of layer because I'm not using this product up. But I got it because of Tati's recommendation and I didn't really like it. This is what I do like, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. It's the Joa Beauty Truly Yours Full Cover Concealer in the shade Porcelain. Joa Beauty has some outstanding complexion products, and I don't ever hear YouTubers talking about it, and I don't know why. So this is a dark concealer for me. It's very yellow, but it's a full coverage concealer, and it's just like $10. Next is another concealer I got at the recommendation of somebody. I think it was Catherine Lights. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain. So I'm gonna, I can still get a little bit out without having to squeeze any extra product out. It's still very, very yellow, but it's a really good concealer, and I got 2 for the price of 1. Okay, next is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade Fair Ivory. I think I got this because of Kathleen Lights. I remember using this when I was pregnant with that little munchkin monster over there, and I didn't like it, but now that I'm not pregnant, I should retry it. Also, just recently picked up this Catrice Ultimate Camouflage Concealer. Cream Concealer. I want to test this out with a swatch, because I got the shade Neutral in Ivory, I believe. It doesn't feel super creamy. And doesn't look like a good shade match either. So, disappointing and sad. Another thing from Jo Beauty is the Truly Yours Dark Circle Concealer. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. Again, I don't hear people talking about it, but it's such a good concealer. It's a little dark, as you can see. Such a good concealer. I have a few of these. These are the Wet n Wild Come Correct Celebrity Concealer, and I have these two in the shade Fair. I have another one in a darker shade. I like this concealer. If you like a thick concealer like that, you're going to love this. This is so thick, and it's so nice. I have the Wet n Wild Incognito All Day Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. I don't know if this is going to fit me. Let me see. Oh, no. That is white dark. The next two concealers I have are going to be extremely dark. I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer in the shade Classic Ivory. I know that these are too dark for me. I don't need you guys telling me. I just kind of lighten them up with powder as best as I can. I also have this CoverGirl Full Spectrum Concealer in the shade, I think this was medium. What is your problem, my dude? You're just standing there crying, and I've given you everything. That's really dark. I have the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW25. I know it's too dark. I was just going to use this as like, and I think the pump is stuck. There we go. As a, like, what is it, like, color corrector? That would be a great color corrector for me, because it's darker than my skin tone. You cannot use for concealer. I have this NYX Gotcha Covered Waterproof Concealer in Light. This is another one that's, like, super thick, and I think it is too dark for me. That is it right there. Do you like Mickey that much, Kai? I have the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer in Fair Warm. I got this when I did an e.l.f. order a few years back, and I got the 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I just decided to test out some of their other concealers, and I've seen this one. This one, you're going to see it in the swatch, is very... It's always been super inconsistent for me. I'm trying to get it to be consistent. Like, I had to build that up to get that. It just was never a good concealer, in my opinion. I have the Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. I don't have the shade because this was like a little trial size that I had gotten. But it's definitely like light medium or somewhere in that area because that is too dark for me. But it's another one of those heavy duty concealers that I just don't really like. I have this Broadway Colors Dark Circle Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I don't think that they actually sell this brand or make this brand anymore. I believe Dollar General gave it up for Believe Beauty. I wish I hadn't just done that because, like, look. I mean, it was a good concealer, but I stopped using it because they stopped selling it. There it is there. I have this NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in Fair. It's very, very pink toned. I will let you guys know that now. It's so pink. And that's the reason I don't use this is because it's super pink. And I like a pink undertone, but this was just way too pink. I have the L'Oreal True Match Corrector in W123. This burns my eyes. That's why I stopped using this. Can somebody else let me know if they have that too? But this is also not a good color for my under eyes. It's actually my skin tone color. That's the shades I tend to go with their foundations in. I have the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Fair. This is just a very light concealer, and it's not a good color either for me. It's very beige. It's definitely not fair at all. And it smells like Fruit Loops. I only have a few more to go through. I have the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer. I don't think they make this anymore in Fair 1-2 Pale. That's a shame because I remember this being a very nice concealer. And I only have a little tiny bit left and I'm savoring it. Do not judge me. I do have a few of these Wet n Wild Illuminati concealers in Ivory Into You and Posing Nude. I don't think that they make these ones either anymore. They were pretty nice. For Wet n Wild, they were pretty nice. I have the LA Colors Conceal It Cover and Correct Concealer in Fair. I've used this multiple times on my channel. A few videos earlier ago. I'm not opening this, but it's a good concealer. Very nice. I have the Maybelline Dream Illuminator in Fair 10. This is a stick concealer that has shimmer in it, so just be warned about that. I have the CoverGirl True Blend Fix Stick in Fair. This is very, very pink. Another one of those concealer sticks. Concealer sticks are very hit and miss for me, just being honest. I have this Wet n Wild Come Correct concealer in medium. I'm going to put this out to use because it's almost empty. I have Barley Colors Concealer Cream in Ivory. I am going to also put this one out because it's dark and I've also almost juiced it up, so I'm going to bring that out. I have this L'Oreal True Match Concealer Stick in W123 Pale, which is just very, very golden. I have two of these e.l.f. concealer and highlighter sticks in medium glow and light glow. So I'll show you the difference between light, which is very yellow. These aren't good concealers, I'm not going to lie. It's the same highlighter, by the way, in the end. Then here is medium glow. Very pink toned, but dark as well. I have this LA Colors Cover Up Pro Concealer Stick in the shade Light Beige. Why do I not remember getting this? That is not light beige. That was not light beige. Some of these brands need to rethink their names. This is the Physicians Formula Concealer Twins in the shade Yellow. I'll show you both. So you have the yellow side, and then you have the darker side. I have no idea how I'm going to use these concealers. I did used to use these a lot and I liked them. That was before I really knew about makeup and coloring. This is the e.l.f. It says e.l.f. and nothing else. Light beige. That's light beige. That's light beige, LA Colors. Alright, so that is my entire concealer collection. Thank you for coming with me on this little journey and letting me clean up my concealers because I needed to. Now it's time for dinner and I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.